Welcome to another edition of Pathways Stories. This one is called The Enchanted Forest Solstice Party. Once upon a time, in the heart of an enchanted forest, there lived a diverse group of woodland animals. The winter had arrived, and with it came the biting cold and a blanket of snow that covered the ground. The animals, feeling the chill in the air, decided to come together to celebrate the winter solstice in a way that would not only warm their bodies, but also their hearts. The leader of the woodland animals was a wise old rabbit named Thistle. Thistle had a thick gray fur coat that kept him warm during the coldest of nights. As the snow began to fall, he called a meeting with all the other animals in a cozy clearing surrounded by tall pine trees. "Friends," Thistle began, with his whiskers twitching in excitement, "the winter solstice is upon us, and I can feel the cold nipping at our noses. I propose that we come together and celebrate this special time by sharing warmth and joy." Squirrel chattered excitedly. "I love this idea, Thistle. How can we celebrate and stay warm at the same time?" Thistle nodded thoughtfully. "I've been thinking of a communal shelter, a cozy place where we can all gather, share stories, and keep each other warm. What do you think?" The idea was met with enthusiastic agreement. The animals set to work immediately, gathering twigs and leaves and bits of moss to construct their communal shelter. Thistle, being the most experienced builder, directed the construction effort, while Fox and Squirrel used their agility to collect materials from the treetops. As the animals worked together, the clearing transformed into a bustling hub of activity. The sound of laughter and the rustle of leaves filled the air, creating a sense of camaraderie among the forest creatures. The sun dipped below the horizon, and the sky turned shades of pink and purple. The animals admired their cozy creation, the shelter made of intertwined branches, lined with soft leaves and insulated with moss. In the center, they created a small fire pit where they could safely build a fire. Hedgehog, who had rolled into a tight ball to gather warmth, uncurled himself and declared, "This is splendid. I can't wait to celebrate the winter solstice with all of you." As night fell and the stars emerged, the animals gathered around the fire in their newly built shelter. The flames flickered and danced, casting a warm glow on the faces of the woodland creatures. Thistle stood up and addressed the group. "Tonight, as we celebrate the winter solstice, let us not only keep warm, but also share stories that warm our hearts. Each of us has a tale to tell, and by the end of the night, we'll not only be warmer, but also richer in friendship." Owl perched on a high branch and hooted in agreement. "Who shall begin the storytelling, my friends?" Squirrel, with her eyes shining with excitement, volunteered to go first. "I have a tale about daring adventure. I have found a stash of acorns hidden by a mischievous blue jay. It was a race against time, but I managed to retrieve them all and share them with my fellow squirrels." The animals listened intently, their faces illuminated by the glow of the fire. As Squirrel's story unfolded, they couldn't help but laugh at her daring antics and clever maneuvers. Next, Fox shared a story of a moonlit chase through the woods, his sleek red coat blending in with the shadows as he pursued a playful snow hare. The animals were captivated by Fox's storytelling skills, and even Hedgehog uncurled a bit to listen a little more comfortably. Hedgehog, feeling inspired, shared a heartwarming story about the time he found himself stuck in a pile of fallen leaves. With the help of his friends, he was rolled out to freedom, and then the woodland animals celebrated with a joyous dance around the clearing. As the night wore on, the animals took turns sharing their tales of friendship, courage, and laughter. Owl spoke of the wisdom he gained from observing the cycles of the moon, and Thistle recounted his adventures as a young rabbit exploring the vast forest. The fire crackled, and the warmth of it emitted and spread throughout the shelter. The animals felt a sense of unity and connection, realizing that winter solstice was not only about enduring the cold, but also about coming together and creating a haven of warmth and joy. As the final story concluded, Thistle stood up once more. My dear friends, the winter solstice has brought us closer together, and I am grateful for each and every one of you. Let us carry this warmth and camaraderie into the days ahead. With those words, the woodland animals gathered in a circle and joined paws, forming a circle of unity and friendship. The fire continued to burn brightly, casting a warm and inviting light into the winter night. As the celebration reached its peak, the animals heard a distant sound, the jingle of bells. They turned to see a group of winter fairies approaching, their wings shimmering with frost and snowflakes. The fairies carried small lanterns and wore crowns made of winter berries. "Greetings, woodland creatures," one of the fairies exclaimed. "We heard your joyous celebration and just couldn't resist joining in. May we share this magical night with you?" The animals welcomed the winter fairies with open arms, and together they danced around a fire, creating a whirlwind of laughter and light. The fairies sprinkled glittering dust into the air, causing snowflakes to shimmer like diamonds. As the night unfolded, the woodland creatures and the winter fairies celebrated the winter solstice in a magical harmony of warmth, light, and friendship. Their enchanted forest echoed with the sounds of laughter and storytelling, and the crackling of the fire was creating a memory that would linger in the hearts of the animals for years to come. And so, in the heart of the enchanted forest, the animals learned that the true magic of the winter solstice was not just in enduring the cold, but in coming together, sharing warmth, and creating a haven of joy. As night continued, the fire burned brightly, casting a warm and inviting glow over the clearing where the woodland creatures and winter fairies celebrated the magic of the season. They were united by the warmth of their friendship and joy as they celebrated the winter solstice. The end. We hope you enjoyed our story. Now go out there and create some magic of your own. Blessed be, blessed we, and blessed winter solstice.